What's up? What's up? That's right. There's a good reason why you're a hater. Now, we all know that that's a damn lie, but it ain't clickbait. So I'm going to break it down for you. So stick around. You might be in for a good show. Welcome to the first episode of the animated OG, where we analyze human behavior with humor. That's right, I said human behavior with humor. Soon to be the #1 podcast in the universe, the stratosphere, the hemisphere, the Himalayas, amongst the old and the new school players. Y'all give yourselves a round of applause. Okay, so now that I got your big bubblehead ass on in here, let me break it down for you. Now, I want y'all to follow me on this. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to take my time with this. All right? All right. It's all going to come together in the end and make sense. Now, imagine this. Imagine you a track star. You in the starting blocks, about to run in the finals of the 100-yard dash. This is the Olympic Games, so you running for the gold. Runners, come to your mark. Get set. You off. You run the first 20 yards or so, and you in dead last. But something strange starts happening. One by one, all the other runners starts falling. I'm talking like every 10 yards, another runner falls. So now you're closing in on 90 yards, approaching the finish line. It's only you and another runner left. The other runner is ahead of you by about 12 inches. Now, right before y'all are about to cross the finish line, the other runner falls too. So congratulations, you just won a gold medal. Now, let me ask you this. How do you feel? You just won a gold medal in the Olympics. How do you feel? Well, if deep down you really feel like you won that race, then you definitely want to keep listening. I mean, yeah, I stand up there, collect my gold medal, and enjoy the award ceremony too. I'm talking about up on the podium, head held high, representing to the fullest. The only one up there too, because everybody else still getting checked out by the paramedics. And when they talk about putting my face on the Wheaties box, shit, I'm all in. You know why? Because I'm playing the game. Because technically, I won that race. But deep down, at the core of who I am, that race and that quote-unquote win don't really bring any satisfaction to me. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to ride the wave and get the most out of the situation because I'm not stupid. But what did I really win? I crossed the finish line while everybody was either on their ass or on their face. So let me ask you this question. If you were standing on the podium about to accept your gold medal and the officials approached the announcer, they huddle up for a minute, and the announcer turns to the mic and says, "The award ceremony for this race has been canceled until further notice." The officials then approach you and tells you that the award ceremony has been suspended pending an investigation. Because it's awfully strange, they say, that every other runner on the field bit the dust except you. And that this suggests to them foul play. Then they tell you that there's only one other alternative to a lengthy investigation: a do-over. If you agree to run the race again, they say, there'll be no need for an investigation. Now, tell me how that would make you feel. Well, I'll tell you how to make me feel. I'd be happy. I'd be happy to run the race over because I want all the other runners at their best. I'd get more satisfaction out of coming in second or third while everybody at their best than I would coming in first while everybody on their ass. But for those of you who feel different than I, for those of you who would get upset at even the suggestion of running the race over because deep down you really feel like you won, y'all get a little closer. No, a little bit closer than that, because here's why you feel that way. Seeing others fail make you feel more like a winner. Seeing others fail makes you feel more like a winner. When you sitting up in the house with no job and your home girl that keeps a job gets fired from hers, that news brings you a little comfort. Yeah, you might go through the motions with her and play the concerned friend role, but deep down, her getting fired from her job makes you feel better about not having a job in the first place. Let me say that again. Deep down, your friend getting fired from her job makes you feel better about not having a job in the first place. Or when you all shacked up, playing house with the buster from another mother, deep down, it pleasures you to hear that your friend, who been married to her high school sweetheart for the past 20 years, is getting a divorce. Yeah, you might put a call in to her and be fake with her for a minute, talking about, hey girl, yeah, I heard, these dudes ain't worth a damn. But on the real for real, news of her divorce makes you feel better about being with that buster. After buster, after buster. Dude feet stinking so bad, you got to tell him to put his shoes out on the back porch because the dog keep barking at him. Now, the $1 million question is, why does someone taking a loss, especially someone that's close to you, bring you low-key satisfaction? Or even better, why does someone taking a loss put you in the same frame of mind as someone who just won $40 on a scratch-off ticket? And the $100 million answer is because you're constantly comparing yourself to those around you. Let me say that again. You are constantly comparing yourself to those around you. And you've allowed this game of constant comparison to morph into a nasty series of competitions. So everybody around you becomes comp. Everybody around you becomes competition. And because the results of these competitions determine how you feel about yourself, meaning if you win, you feel like a winner, and if you lose, you feel like a loser, you will jump on any advantage to win that presents itself. This is the reason why you didn't mind accepting victory in our imaginary race. Because it don't matter to you how you get the win, as long as you can say that you got the win. Now, at the core of all this foolishness is you. You don't like who you've become. You've allowed yourself to slip off the slope of reality and fall into the crevice of Suckerville. It don't matter what the reason is, because there's a lot of reasons. The fact is, you're here. Suckerville, USA. Welcome. Here at Suckerville, USA, you don't have to be a damn thing. You can just sit back and pull everybody down to your level. At 1 p.m., we have a class starting called Wait on It, where we teach you how to wait in the cut for someone to build up something good and positive, and then come along and tear it down with lies and accusations. Yeah, I said lies and accusations. That class is almost full, so you have to act fast if you want to get one of the remaining spots. And over here, this is Trolling 1-on-1. This class is booked to capacity for the next 3 years. Here, we teach our students the fine art of trolling. We show you how to create fake social media pages so that you can say the darndest things and never have to be accountable for any of them. You'll get a black belt in celebrity gossip, and you'll come to understand why we never, ever thumbs up anything. Thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down. We have some nice thumbs down t-shirts in the gift shop. They're free if you want a couple. We'll stop by on the way out. And this class here, this is maybe our most prestigious class in all of Suckerville. We call it, I Can't Have It, so you can't either. Here, we teach you the full court press on how to get everyone to dislike someone just because you're jealous of them. Isn't that great? Now, there's no seats available for this class in the foreseeable future, but my wife's the professor, so I think we can work something out. You see, our philosophy here at Suckerville, USA is it's easier to tear down than to build. And you get the same sense of satisfaction and accomplishment. I mean, a house can take years to build, but that same house can be torn down in 1 day. 1 day. I don't know about you, but if I can get the same satisfaction from tearing something down in a fraction of the time that it takes to build something up, I'll never build. Hey, what is that? Up there in the sky. Is that a... Yeah, I did it. I plead guilty too. Bye-bye, Suckerville. And I just did you a favor because all you got to do is get off the bench and get your ass back in the game. Now, I said that there is a good reason why you're a hater. Here it is. You hate on people because it's connected to your survival. That's right. Good old self-preservation. If a dog came charging at you and you knew that this dog had nothing but bad intentions for you, would you run? Or if there was nowhere to run, but something was close by that you could arm yourself with and protect yourself, would you stand there and defend yourself? That's self-preservation, to survive, or the extended version, to survive and reproduce. And in the same way that you will protect your body from a threat, like a charging dog, so too will you protect the way you see yourself from a threat. You already feel bad enough. You can't afford to feel no worse, right? So when you see someone that you feel is better looking than you, or have more skills than you, or have more friends than you, more likes, more comments, a better car, makes more money, gets treated better, has nicer furniture, whatever, this is an attack on you. This is an attack on the way you see yourself. Because that voice in your head is quietly saying to you, see there? you ain't gonna never get it together. He make more money than you, drive a better car than you, your girl keep looking at him. Man, you gonna always be a scrub. I don't even know why I still mess with you. Pitiful. So you have to quickly find a way to cope with these emotions that come along with seeing somebody that you feel is on another level than you. Now, if you had a better relationship with yourself, you wouldn't feel this way, because what they eat don't make you shit. But you can't see that. So you have to quickly find a way to cope with what feels like an attack on you. Now, our minds have all these different types of games and tricks that it plays on us so that we don't feel bad about ourselves. Just like if you was in too much pain, the mind would shut the body down and you would pass out. That's your mind protecting you from the pain. And this is no different. When you can't deal with the pain of the emotion, your mind comes to the rescue with coping mechanisms. Coping mechanisms help you cope with life. An internet search will tell you that the definition of the word cope is to deal effectively with something difficult. And coping mechanisms and defense mechanisms, to me, is the same thing. There's a coping mechanism called attack, and it is defined to say that we attack that which we feel is attacking us, either real or imagined. So when you feel someone is one-upping you or outdoing you, this feels like an attack on you. And by the nature of the beast, through self-preservation, because the mind is trying to protect you, which is itself from the attack/emotion that this person is better than you, you attack back. And this is where the hating comes into play. Hating is your form of attack. You want this person to feel exactly how you feel, which is miserable. And we all know that misery loves company. So you lie, gossip, create stories, anything you can until this person feels it. Now, of course, self-preservation is fight and flight. So there are people that wouldn't go on the attack and start hating. These people are more likely to go on the run. They'll crawl into their shell and retreat, and more than likely, they'll take out on themselves what they wish they could take out on that other person. But I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about you. And guess what? I'm really not talking about no one at all. You know why? Because of what I just said. Your mind is not going to allow you to think that I'm talking about you. And if somehow the message does find its way to your subconscious, you'll probably thumbs down this video because you feel like I've attacked you. And now you have to attack me back. And that's cool, because at least you'll reveal yourself to yourself and maybe start to ask yourself some hard questions. Or maybe you just didn't like the video. Now here's the payoff. When a person doesn't feel too good about themselves, they'll do anything in their power to feel better. Because there is a constant whispering in this person's mind telling them that they are the worst person that ever took a breath. Now, what they do to feel better differs from person to person. So when you start doing all this hating and you see the things that you set out to do is actually happening, you get a feeling of accomplishment from these things. You got somebody fired from their job, or you broke up someone's relationship. And this is what keeps you hating. You felt bad, you did some sucker shit, and now you feel better. Now the thing about this is, you feel accomplished, but you haven't actually achieved anything. This is what is often referred to as accomplishment without achievement. You didn't progress at all, but you feel like you did. And so you continue to live comfortably in this fool's paradise. But I would imagine that you have a whole lot of neighbors. Hey y'all, this concludes the first episode of the Animated OG. If I have merchandise available, you can link to it in the description. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell so that I can get some of this YouTube money. Did I say that out loud? Yes, I did. But what I meant to say was so that you can get the latest episodes when they drop. So until next time, remember, we all have blind spots. These are the things about ourselves that we can't see, but that are obvious to others. I know I got mine. What about you? Peace.